Hi there, welcome to Welsh Chilli. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to tell if your pepper plant is dead. And at the end, I'm going to show you how to revive a dying pepper plant. I'm sure at some point, everybody has had the question, is my pepper plant still alive and dormant, or is it dead? There are 3 tests that you can do to test if your pepper plant is still alive. The first test is the snap test. If you bend the plant and it snaps cleanly and it's dry and brittle, then your plant is probably dead at that point. If it bends back and doesn't snap, then maybe it's still alive. The second test you can do is to just scrape a little of the skin off. You want to do it as low down as you can because it might be dead from the root system up, but in the bottom there might be some life. So what you're looking for is a little bit of green. So you can just scrape away through the skin down to the bark, and as you can see there's no sign of green at all. It's all brown and white. If it's brown and white like that, then more than likely your plant is dead. Thirdly, you want to have a look at the root system. So you want to pull the root system out and have a look. It's the same as the snap test. If your root system is dry, then it's more than likely dead. You also want to have a look at the colour of the root system, because sometimes the roots might be pliable, but it's a dark blackish brown colour. And if this is the case, then you might have root rot. You'll have to try and sort that out, or the plant is already dead and has died from root rot. Now let's have a look at a plant that's nearly dead and see if we can revive it. So we'll do the tests. So the bend test, as you can see, when you bend this back, there's a little bit of give, which means it might be still alive. The ends of here, they're pretty dry, and these should snap off with no problem at all. So some of it is dead and some still alive. So even though there's no leaves at the minute, when we save it, we'll be able to replant it and it should get new shoots and start living again. We'll do the scratch test on this one. And as you can see, if you look very closely, there's a little bit of green just going around the outside, which means this part is still alive. Let's have a little look at the root system. So the roots are still pliable and still wet, and they're a lightish brown. If they're a lightish brown or white colour, then it means the roots are still alive. If this was dark black or brown, then it might have root rot, and you'll need to spray a fungicide on and then replant it in a different pot. But what we'll try and do is save this plant. So first of all, what you want to do is have a look to see where the dead branches are, and then just snap them off. This is dead here. And let's take that off there. As you can see in the bottom there, it has tried to put new shoots out, but unfortunately there wasn't enough water there to keep them going. So we'll replant this now and see if we can save it. So now we're going to replant this plant in the soil that I had the dead plant in. Now there's not much nutrients in this soil, but what I'm going to do is add liquid nutrients and see if we can bring it back to life. Make sure the roots are covered. Now I've gone for Nutri-Grow as a nutrient from Greenhouse Sensation, and I've mixed it through with my water, and now I'm just going to add water to this plant. You want to make sure that the soil is very saturated, so put some in, leave it a little bit, and then add some more afterwards. So we'll come back in a future video and have a look if we've managed to save this pepper plant. If you have any other pepper plants problems, then check out this playlist. There's a few videos there to sort out most of the common problems, or you could have a look at purchasing my pepper problem handbook. If you go to welshchili.com/collections/books, you'll come across this. And with this book, you'll be able to diagnose most of the pepper plant's problems by just looking at the leaves. We'll see you in the next one.